Hey, what's going on, guys? It's like Monday afternoon, early evening, Monday early evening. I'm walking around downtown Rome, as you guys can see. Guys, I just wanted to share with you guys some little advice. It is that if ever you find yourself like looking for apartment to rent or for a room to rent, I advise you should never rent a room in the same apartment with the women of some African countries. When there's like a couple staying in that apartment, and the couple are from these some of these African countries, especially one of the women in that apartment is a Nigerian. Well, I'm not saying that all Nigerian women are to keep your distance from, but from my experience, all those that I have known, all those that I have rented a room in apartment in which they lived, it was a freaking headache for me. It was a freaking headache. These women, they will be having a husband, but they will be taking the time to provoke you throughout the day. Whenever they are at the house and you are there, especially when you are alone there with them, they will start provoking you in every kind of nasty way. You understand? I don't know what's wrong with them. Some of them. I'm not talking about all Nigerian women. I don't know all Nigerian women. I'm talking about the few that I have known. I have rented apartments with the few that I have lived with in the same apartment, both here in Germany, in Switzerland, wherever that I meet them. They have the same degenerate behavior. I'm telling you guys. You will find that they are married, but they will be treating the husband like a piece of a shit. They will be treating their husband like a piece of a shit. They will even create situations whereby they will use their own husband to get your attention, to try to get your attention. You understand? Sometimes they will be pushing the husband against you so that you fight with the husband. If they try every possible trick that their little minds can give them, their little heads can give them, and they cannot get to you, or they cannot get at you, or they cannot get your attention, what they will do now is they will embark on a vicious kind of war against you. Sometimes they will push, especially if they control the husband. As you know, in Europe here, many of the African women, when they come here, they become more westernized than the European women themselves. They become more westernized than the European women themselves. They believe that in Europe here, women have too much rights. Their right is considered more than men. They are this and they are that. So since they come from homes that are broken homes, mostly in Africa, where nobody ever respected them, they were treated like a piece of a shit. So if they control that husband, what they will do is sometimes they will use the husband to provoke you. For example, they will create a situation whereby you and the husband will be confrontational. You understand? That's how demonic some of the Nigerian women I have known are. You understand? And like I said earlier, I'm not talking about all Nigerian women. I'm talking about a handful of Nigerian women with whom I have rented a same apartment, or with whom I have rented a same apartment. You understand? So the best thing you can do is to kind of stay away from such women of this particular country, especially like I said, Nigerian women. Stay away from them. If you want your peace of mind, you want your dignity and your respect, stay away from Nigerian women. And like I said earlier, not all Nigerian women I'm talking about. I'm talking about a handful of Nigerian women with whom I happen to have shared same apartment. Like I have rented a room in an apartment where they lived. You understand? Stay away from them if you want your peace of mind. And to these degenerate women, why is it that you have a husband, someone who most likely went to Africa to marry you and take you from the brokenness of Africa and brought you here? Once you find yourself here in Europe, you become the Oga in the house. You become like the man in the house. You understand? You start treating your husband like a piece of shit. You want the attention of every man whose attention you can have. You want to sleep with every man that you can have, with every cheap man that you can have, you want to sleep with. What's wrong with you guys? I don't understand. I mean, seriously, you have your husband, next to you, sitting next to you. You dare still be playing games, trying to get the attention of another man. It is a sick on your part. It is ungodly. And most of you guys, whenever you talk, hey Jesus, this and that, screaming Jesus, but then you are acting like a freaking Satan. You understand? So guys, I just kind of had this experience with some Nigerian women, and I have shared with you guys. If you are ever renting a room, stay away from the women of these countries that I have mentioned, the women of this particular country that I have mentioned. And like I said earlier, I'm not talking about all the women of this country. It's a handful of women. It's a handful of women that I have known. You understand? Through my travels around Europe. You understand? So that's it, guys. Peace up. Until next time, see you all again.